everyone, my name is T, and today we're going to review Society 9's boxing gloves. I just got recently into Muay Thai and kickboxing, and I thought it'd be really great to do a review about some boxing gloves that I got, that I love, and use in training in the past few months. So I've got an unboxing video, and then also a video of more details about the differences between them, why you should probably choose them if you are like me with small hands, and also just the pros and cons for each of these. So didn't see any videos really online kind of outlining and showing them, so thought I would make my own. So let's get started. Yeah, so let's talk about the unboxing. The unboxing, these come in a box, cardboard box, wrapped in paper. There is also some cards in there that talk about how to take care of these. They outline it on the website on their blog if you ever forget and lose the card somehow. But pretty much you would clean these by just some water and some white vinegar and spraying them in and then wiping them down after each training session. All right, let's start by talking about these amazing lace-ups from Society 9. So these are the green ones with gold. They've got a dope glass sort of break-in pattern on the top here. And yeah, they've got this feature amazing lace color that goes with it. And they work amazingly. They are high quality. I love these gloves. This is the first Society 9 pair that I bought, and very happy with these. These are 10 ounce, so these only are 10 ounce ones, and I find that they are really great for speedy pad work, and just if you're just hitting bags and things like that, I enjoy using these ones for that purpose. And so it's pretty easy to just slide in your hand to the gloves here, like that, and then you can use these to tighten these up if you so please. So definitely something, at least for me, is I do classes where you have to take the gloves on and off. And so what I ended up buying is these things called lace loops. So it makes the gloves like a lot, sorry, it's like Velcroed to me. These things called lace loops, which make the gloves turn into kind of like a Velcro glove. And so how I would use them is I just like tighten these up, and then it's got these Velcro thing to it. Then I pull these, and then ta-da, lace loops. And so this is what I'd use if I were planning to use this glove in a session where I'm like taking these on and off. But yeah, so these are really great gloves, but that's the only downside. Is just something you have to consider and think about. Or I have seen people maybe tie it and make it have it be loose, but for me, I wanted it to be tight around the wrist for me, so I ended up getting these lace loops. So yeah, I just like slide out my hand and have it like that. These Bia Boxing Gloves with Velcro here. Similar pattern like the other gloves. This has this glass shattering pattern on it, and features sort of like a mesh opening here, and then when you open it, it's pretty wide. Makes it easy to put your hand inside. Velcro here, and what I love about these gloves, it's just like high quality. They look amazing and as new as the few months that I've used these, and I can definitely tell that they're going to hold up pretty well. And what I love about these gloves is just like the fact that these are made for your hand measurements. And so these are 12 ounce, which is made for my hand size, and I'll talk a little bit more about that a little bit as well. But these fit super, super well for me and are really, really nice and snug. Has really great wrist support and just support overall in general. And I'm able to, you know, actually clasp the end of and grip this up here, which I find in regular boxing gloves from the store and things like that. Those tend to be really huge, and so I never realized that I couldn't grip this upper part until I actually put these gloves on and realized that there's a huge difference in how my hand feels supported. So I'll just put my hands in here as an example, but super easy. Ta-da. But yeah, for example, the top of my fingers are actually like around here. So it's very easy to clench and to grab if I need to. And, you know, I find it really great for hooks or just general punches all the time when you're just like wanting to clasp your hand a little bit more. And so, yeah, I love these gloves. These are 12 ounce. And in terms of hand size, what I mean about that is for those particular gloves, so my hand, you would take a measuring tape and you would just measure from the top of your finger to the base here. And so like that, for me, it's around 7 inches vertically. Then you would take the measuring tape and put it kind of around your knuckles here, just loosely. And for me, mine is like around 3.25. So I took those measurements and was able to decide on the 12 ounce gloves to fit. And yeah, so if you're on my hand size, the 12 ounce might be great. It's not like super, super tight or tight. I was afraid it was going to be like maybe too snug, especially with hand wraps or something like that. But it's not, because I figured since they're made out of leather, they might give a little bit given the amount of training and stuff that I do. So over time it's snug, but it's not super tight. And so that's something that if you have the same concerns as I might have in terms of going by hand measurements and stuff like that, then I would say you don't have to worry, because the gloves will give a little bit after you train a little bit, compared to when you first like put them on. So actually I do have 14 ounces, and here with me too, these are 14 ounce, exact same color, I know. So you can't tell which ones I'm wearing. But I use these for sparring, so when I do more sparring, then I will do my 14. And in terms of fit, they fit pretty much similar. There's a little bit more room, but it's not really too much because it's still very snug for me. So if, yeah, so 14 ounces are really great for me too. So if you're looking to get both or deciding on one, I would probably just go based off your preference, based off what I just told you. So a good video wouldn't be a good video without comparing them to other gloves. So I actually have with me Fairtex ones. These are actually the first gloves that I bought before I found Society 9 and realized these are way, way too big for my hands. So I figured I would pull these up and talk about just the differences between these. So let me get this here. You can, all right, so these, you might be able to kind of tell on video, but in general, to me, the Fairtex one is a little wider. And the little top part here where the fingers are is definitely longer for sure, compared to the Society 9 ones. And to me, the Society 9 ones are a little bit more curved-ish, and then the thumb is a little more curved too. But other than that, they look similar, you know, as they're both Velcro, both got this like breathable hole, and but I would say the biggest difference is just like fit. So Fairtex ones that I bought, this I believe is the BGV6, yeah, and you know, I thought these were really great at first, but put these on, and the biggest thing that I noticed is just like my top of my fingers are actually way up here. So they aren't down here, they're like way up here. So my hands are smaller, and I think actually these Fairtex gloves are huge, and I probably should have gotten like a 10 ounce to start with these, because I think Fairtex ones also have decrease in hand size too. But to compare a 12 ounce and a 12 ounce, I have these, and I have a lot of friends who've also put on these Fairtex ones, and they also talked about how big that these were on their hands, and they're taller and bigger than I am. So these might be actually bigger. So anyway, one of the things is just like they don't feel as supported. My hand has a little bit more room in it, especially here in this top part, and a little bit more in the thumb too area is what I've noticed. And then also the biggest is like the wrist support. No matter how much I really pull this Velcro on, my hand could just like can easily slip out just like that. I can like pull it out. So it's actually not as supported in the wrist as much as I wanted to. So compared to these, right, I definitely cannot pull out my hand and wrist as much. I'm just doing that to show, I mean, obviously you wouldn't do this in a match, but or anything, but to show just like how much room that there is in a glove. But yeah, so that's one of the things that is biggest difference between the Society 9 ones and then the Fairtex ones especially. It's just like support and fit in general. For those with bigger hand sizes but are looking for like smaller ounce gloves, I would recommend checking out their Essentials training glove, or even checking out the Lace Ups that have bigger hand measurements. So I know some people that accidentally bought maybe the 12 ounce or 14 ounce boxing gloves, but they ended up being too small, and it was because they didn't read the details about the actual like hand measurement sizes and things. So would recommend definitely taking the time to measure and to just take note of that, and to also check out their other training gloves as well if these boxing gloves may not work for your hand size and for the ounces that you're looking for. Ooh, bonus that I've got is their mitts. So this is what these look like. Super beautiful, and they match my lace ups. They've got this Velcro here if you want to make it tighter, but you pretty much, they have this like really nice, I don't know, cushiony, softy thing that's where you can put your hand in. So might have to loosen it up a little bit. But yeah, so there's like a ball here where I can just like put my fingers on top of this. And yeah, you would obviously use this amazing mitt to do some training and some work with another partner in person. So I love these two. I know these are going to last a long time too, and we'll recommend buying these as well if you're looking for some mitts to invest in. Right, let me know if you have any questions in the comments. If you found this video helpful, please like this video, and go out and support this amazing company, and I hope you find some gloves that match and fit for what you need.